Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk about the philosophy that I saw in the Joker movie. I watched that movie pretty recently. I think today is Saturday and I watched it Thursday night. And I found the movie to be a very, very good movie. It was very well integrated, very psychological. It was interesting to watch. So essentially what I saw in that movie was a very, very profound display of the psychology of nihilism in the Joker. If you look at all his different things, like the way he views reality, the way he views people, the way he views politics, and the way he views humor, the way he views just about anything. It's a pure philosophy or psychology of nihilism. The idea of destruction, the idea of no meaning, the idea of all that sort of stuff. So, to begin with, his political views obviously seem very, very nihilistic. The idea that we need to just destroy the wealthy people. The wealthy people are evil. You just want to kill people and destroy things. That's essentially the political idea of the Joker. And that's what happens mostly in the movie. He just kills people and destroys things, and he leads like riots where you destroy the city and kill rich people and all that sort of stuff. Extremely nihilistic stuff. And then onto his humor. That one I found very interesting. For him, humor was completely meaningless. He explained that in his interview at the end of the movie, where he basically explains that, or where he says, "What is humor? You guys just choose what humor is. Or why do you guys get to choose what's funny? I find this funny. Funniness doesn't mean anything. Your standards of funny don't matter." Where that's essentially what he's arguing, which is a very nihilistic way of looking at humor. It's the idea that what is funny has no real meaning and anything can be funny. And the way he uses humor is just to laugh at things that are extremely like serious things, like his joke, "Knock knock, who's there?" "Oh, it's the police. Your son just got run over by a drunk driver and now he's dead." Like, what? That's just like, that's terrible. But it's a very, very nihilistic way of looking at the world, and he has a nihilistic way of looking at life as well. Like, life is completely meaningless and you can just kill people and it doesn't matter. Like when he kills his mom, he holds no significance for his mother's life. Of course she abused him and all that stuff, but he doesn't really hold any real significance for that, and he finds it funny, which is a very, very nihilistic view. Just the idea that you take a thrill from destruction. That is ultimately the nihilistic psychology. And also the way he constructed reality, he saw things that didn't happen, like with that woman who was his neighbor. He was like with her all the time at the beginning of the movie, but apparently none of that was real. And he didn't seem to be in touch with reality at all. Yeah. And yeah, overall he just seemed to have a very, very nihilistic view of the world and a very nihilistic psychology. That was ultimately the biggest takeaway from that movie. Was the Joker is the archetype for someone with a nihilistic psychology. And you can see that in every aspect of him and every aspect of how he acts. So yeah, I found it very interesting, and I found the movie to do a very good job of portraying the character as an archetype of nihilistic philosophy, which is my favorite types of characters, are those characters that embody some certain philosophy. I'm not as interested in the super, like, oh, this character's super realistic and this character's very much like a person that you meet on in the everyday world. That's not an interesting type of art to me. The more interesting stuff is the stuff that portrays archetypal characters that embody some certain philosophy. That's what romantic authors do in their art, and that's why romantic art is much better than that realist art, because it portrays ideals rather than like the down to earth sort of stuff that you read in the naturalist, or that you read or see in the naturalist type of art. And I find the romantic art much better because for me the purpose of art is more just to portray an ideal or to portray an ideal of something, or to portray a certain philosophy in its full application. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.